What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 12 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. For one final time, we are using the Eternatus Ho-oh team as part of my 5 rental teams video for the month. If you haven't already, please check it out. It has some really fun teams that I've really enjoyed using. So looking at my opponent's first team, and it's Mewtwo. It's Mewtwo Zacian. Mewtwo Zacian, Indeedee, Landorus, Regieleki, and Galarian Zapdos, or Moltres. So this is tricky because I don't... Ho-oh, let me check something. Yeah, Ho-oh does not outspeed Eleki under Tailwind. Wimmy... I think this is a Ho-oh game. Wimmy, Ho-oh, Eternatus... Regieleki or Kartana? Let's do Regieleki. I'm not super confident about this one. Because the issue, right, is you have access to Mewtwo and Indeedee for Expanding Force, or you have access to Regieleki, which I cannot outspeed. Okay, so we're going to see Mewtwo and Indeedee, which is actually fine with me, right? It means that we can set up a Tailwind and go for a Max Quake, so being able to really sort of sponge up some of the damage and take advantage of Ho-oh's great natural special bulk, I think is going to be really important here. We do want to also go for an Airstream at some point, just to make sure that we can outspeed Regieleki after Tailwind, because that's a thing. So what I want to do is let's go for a Tailwind, as well as I have to go for an Airstream. Let's go for a Quake into Mewtwo. If you redirect it, you redirect it. If you don't, you don't. We are going to see a Mewtwo Max, or it could be an Indeedee. Like you never know. We could see like a Helping Hand come out. So I think just being able to potentially account for whatever Mewtwo wants to do, I think is important. Also, what's really nice is you are using your Max on Mewtwo, so we have that going for us. We could have led Eternatus Regieleki, right? That would have been really nice, because then we could have because then you have followed me. I was like, we could go for a Max Darkness, but you can just redirect that. So we are going to get Ho-oh out, which is great, right? We talked about not using it too much last time, so really glad to finally have a chance to show off what Ho-oh can do, as we are going to see the obvious follow me. I think that's fine. Being able to sponge up some of the damage is going to be really a big deal. So let's see what Mewtwo can do here. We do have to be wary of boosted Max Mindstorm, but being able to get the special defense boost before it can attack, I think, is really huge, as we are gonna need to Helping Hand. We are gonna need to Helping Hand, so I think Helping Hand Airstream is probably the best bet. Oh yeah, we have weakness policy. Haha. We have to Quake. We have to Quake the Indeedee, which is fine. We can go for a Moonblast here, and then a Quake here as well. If you redirect... Let's think about this. If you redirect, that's fine. We... oh, wait. Should have switched. Right? That would have been smarter because of the fact that Wimmy goes before Ho-oh. So the end result is the same, but that's fine. Right? Regieleki is scary because it can come out and outspeed me, because that it is just the worst Pokemon ever. We're gonna see an Indeedee withdraw into Landorus. So makes sense, right? You're trying to get to +1 instead of +2, and I'm assuming you max guard here, right? Okay, so no, and this is why we always target where we want to target. We are going to also get a special attack drop, which is huge, right? Even further reducing how much damage this next Rockfall is going to do into Ho-oh, as now we should be able to comfortably take another Rockfall, right? As Rockfall comes out into Ho-oh. Ho-oh should survive. Yeah, we're gonna take it comfortably. What do I want to do here? I want a Helping Hand Airstream into the Landorus. I don't. I think it's close if we can survive another one. I'm gonna do this just because of the fact that Landorus threatens into Eternatus as well as Regieleki, whereas Regieleki obviously has a very favorable Mewtwo match, so we can take advantage of that. So we do need to get rid of Mewtwo at some point, but I think for right now we are fine. The main issue sort of is the fact that Regieleki is physical, so we don't have a spread move. As Airstream going to come out, barring a Focus Sash Landorus, which should be good, perfect. That's going to be great. This way, if you bring out Regieleki, we're fine. If Ho-oh can live a what's it called, an attack though, that would be really nice, as we are going to see an Airstream come out. So that's good, right? They went for an Airstream, and it's into Wimmy, so even better. Mewtwo is at +1. Let's think about this. Ho-oh is the fastest thing on the field. Unless my Tailwind expires. If my Tailwind expires, that's really bad. No? Okay, great. Let's bring out Eternatus. We can go for a Protect and Earthquake, which should be more than sufficient for dealing with whatever wants to come out. I don't think it's necessarily worth risking the Sacred Fire, especially, yeah, as we are going to see the Indeedee come out here. And so, like I said, we have access to Protect Earthquake. I think that should be more than sufficient for helping out. We do have to worry, though, about the fact that, right, if Mewtwo wants to go for a Protect, we're in a little bit of a tricky pickle here. As, yeah, this is our unfortunate last turn of Tailwind. Protect here. Go for a big Earthquake. And then we still have to deal with Zacian in the back, but we do have access to Magnet Regieleki, which should hopefully be able to do quite a decent chunk into it, and that should help us out. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what they go for. I think Earthquake is just a really solid option. We do have to be very wary now of the fact that Mewtwo will be able to outspeed Ho-oh after my Tailwind expires. So Protect here would be very scary from them. As we're going to see Indeedee just straight withdraw, which is interesting, as Zacian's going to come out here. So Zacian definitely not going to appreciate an Earthquake, but we should see Mewtwo go for a Protect, right? That's in my mind what makes the most sense. As Eternatus first, like I said, Mewtwo definitely should go for one as well, as we're going to see no, interesting. So no Protect at all here coming out from my opponent, as Earthquake going to come out. This should finish off Mewtwo. Doesn't finish off Zacian, but it does a really significant chunk, to the point, right, where we will be able to... Oh, and Ho-oh has a speed boost. So Ho-oh going to be able to move first here. One thing to be weary of is the fact that... Okay, so let's think about this. We can Brave Bird into the Indeedee to deal with the redirection, and we have access to Flamethrower into you. So we can go for a Brave Bird here. And then, yeah, this should be game, right? We deal with the redirection to KO Indeedee. Then we have a Flamethrower from Eternatus, which can survive a Behemoth Blade into the Zacian. In worst case, we still have Regieleki, as we are going to see Indeedee go for a Protect. So this is actually a really good play on their part, as you're faster than my Ho-oh at +1. Oh, oh god. That's fine. That is very fine. We went for the flamethrower. This should KO Zacian, right? It is going to be life orb boosted, and yeah, it's super effective. Perfect. So Eternatus is going to pick up the KO there, and now we can bring out, what's it called? We can bring out Regieleki, and this double up into Indeedee should be good enough to take home the first game. So was really hoping for Ho-oh to pick up all of the KOs. I think that would have been really cool. But you know, Ho-oh did a lot. So we are going to be able to do some cool stuff with that. And overall, I'm really happy with that. We have a very big Dynamax cannon, as well as, you know, let's just go for assurance to show we're physical. It's really unnecessary. And yeah, it looks like my opponent is going to cancel. So like I said, overall, a really solid first game. I am glad that Ho-oh got to do something. I know that was something that I was a little bit worried about in the beginning. So overall, a really good first battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is the standard 6 for Zacian Kyogre. It is a Grimmsnarl, Zacian, Zapdos, Rillaboom, Kyogre, and Incineroar. Kartana is really good here. Indeedee Kartana feels very strong. We do need to watch out for Zacian, but Zapdos is also kind of a pain. We definitely want Eternatus here. I'm wondering if it's worth Indeedee Eternatus. Let's do Indeedee Eternatus instead. I think Kartana in the back with... What do I want to max? Ho-oh is risky because of Kyogre, but it's a very good max option. Wimmy, probably not. That's way too much pressure on Kartana. I'm gonna bring Ho-oh. Ho-oh does have a pretty favorable matchup into a lot of things. We do have to be weary of the fact that Ho-oh is physical, and they have access to Intimidate, but we are in a pretty good spot here. I think what's nice is we can fire off things like Dynamax Cannon immediately into Kyogre, which should do a really significant chunk into that, as we are going to see a Grimmsnarl Kyogre lead. So I immediately want to... I could Helping Hand Cannon. Eternatus is pressure, good to know. So we know that you are not Scarf, so important there. We can avoid getting hit by T-Wave. We do have to worry about a Light Screen, but I think that a Dynamax Cannon should do a pretty significant chunk into Kyogre, especially if we Helping Hand boost it. So I definitely would like to go for a Helping Hand onto Eternatus, as well as a Cannon into the Ogre, just with the idea that... Interesting. So no max. So, I mean, max doesn't actually matter here, but being able to reduce the potential damage we see from Water Spout, I think, is a big deal. They could just also go straight for a, what's it called? A Ice Beam, which would be unfortunate, but that's through... Okay, that's a crit. I was like, that is through a Light Screen, as Water Spout going to come out here doing absolutely nothing. Shout out to Eternatus. So now we can... Let's just go for Protect here. Let's just go for another Cannon into the Ogre. If you switch out into Zacian, which you probably are... Oh, that's tricky. Yeah, we're going to see Zacian come out here. Yeah, Flamethrower doesn't really work because of the rain. We should see a Reflect from Grimmsnarl as T-Wave. Okay, you're going to Psychic Terrain me, which is cool. Let's go for a Follow Me here into a Sludge Bomb into the Grimmsnarl. Just trying to get off some chip damage into it. We do have access to Ho-oh in the back, so being able to launch off a Max Quake is going to be a pretty big deal, as we are going to see a Behemoth Blade. This should KO the Indeedee. If we survive, that would be really ideal. Okay. Shout out to Indeedee for that one. As Sludge Bomb, oh wow, another crit. No crit. Okay, Eternatus, great. So this is why that survival is a big deal, right? It means that we can keep Eternatus' special attack preserved, as we can bring out a Ho-oh here. And you can T-Wave me. Quake the Zacian and protect Eternatus. Right, the thought process with this is, if we do this, you can Blade Eternatus. You can Blade Eternatus and T-Wave Ho-oh. So what I need to do is I need to preserve Eternatus to deal with Kyogre and whatever else they have in the back. So yeah, we should see a Blade for sure into Eternatus, and probably a T-Wave into Ho-oh, as we are going to see a Reflect come out, which, you know, is fine with me as well. We're going to see a Blade, yep, into Eternatus, makes sense, right? Fire off a Quake, which is going to be very helpful in the end game, because it helps deal better with okay. Ho-oh, you are terrible. Airstream into Grim. No, I gotta keep putting pressure here, and then I'm gonna swap into actually, okay, let's think about this. Let's go for a Airstream onto the Grim, and then swap into Kartana, because this way, if you blade into Kartana and Kartana lives, what that lets me do, I should have also, hear me out, no, I was gonna say I could have Airstream last turn, but then it doesn't matter. We are going to see Grimmsnarl switch out, which is good to see, as it is going to be Incin coming out as my opponent's last one. So definitely making things a little bit tricky here, but not necessarily the end of the world. Zacian going to go for a Protect, so really big for us, as we get Kartana in freely, as we can fire off a big Airstream. Oh, ho. The rain has stopped. Guess what that means? That means you're gonna swap, what's it called? Your Incin out to Kyogre. So I'm going to max flare this slot, as well as Sacred Sword, just because, right? If you have to switch, one of these into Kyogre. There's no sort of alternative. Yeah, so it either is going to be, okay, we're going to see Zacian switch out, which is fine with me, because what that means is, oh, you're going to switch into, oh yeah, you have Grim. If this KOs, that's bad. Forgot you had Grim. Oh, that's bad, because now Parting Shot into Ho-oh. So Ho-oh is essentially, as the kids would say, very useless at this point. Oh, that's so bad. I forgot you had Grim. I forgot about Grim. Grim makes a huge difference here. Zacian can come out. We should see Kyogre in the we could see Incin next to it instead. We're at what, minus like 300 on both of these. That is an Incin. Yep, makes sense. Protect Kyogre. I mean, not protect Kyogre. Protect Ho-oh from the obvious Intimidate or Fake Out, and then, or I could just double up. Now, what is Ho-oh's at like what, -3? -3. Kartana is at -2. I would like to click Sacred Fire anyway, as well as Smart Strike. Let's click Sacred Sword into Incin. Let's just, try and get some chip. We could see a Fake Out into, into Ho-oh makes the most sense. Sacred Sword gonna come out into Incin. Oh my goodness. Sacred Sword into Kartana, which is fine with me. That's actually, yeah, that's totally fine. Because now what happens is we can bring out Ho-oh. Not bring out Ho-oh. Bring out Eternatus. We do need to burn. Let's think about that. We need to. All right, I would like to Sacred Fire into you, and I'm gonna go for a Protect. We could see a swap out from Incin into Ogre, but what I need to do is I need to. Smart. Sacred Fire, we should see a Parting Shot come out from, okay, perfect, into Eternatus. We'll take that, right? Oh, you had a light screen up. I forgot about that. We can fire this here. We have a free Dynamax Cannon into the slot. You have to switch out into Ogre, right? You have to switch out into Kyogre this turn. We are going to see Zacian switch out. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Kyogre going to come in. If we can... No, it's just if we can burn the Kyogre, doesn't matter. We're going to Dynamax Cannon into the Incin. This should be a 2-hit KO. So we will have to get Parting Shotted, which is annoying. Okay. This is a little bit of a game changer. Sacred Fire going to come out into the Ogre. Please burn. Nice. We do get a burn here. So Kyogre going to take a little bit of chip. So what's important, right, is Ho-oh and Eternatus both are very, very healthy. We can go for a Sacred Fire into the Zacian. Sacred Fire into the Zacian and Dynamax Cannon the Ogre. Let's do that. So let's click Sacred Fire here and go for the Dynamax Cannon here. The thought process, right, is Eternatus is guaranteed to knock out Kyogre. If we can burn... Oh my goodness, you're still faster. Oh no. Oh, Eternatus, please live. Please live. Oh! And we don't even get the burn. And they hit the origin pull. Oh. Yeah, bye Ho-oh. Oh, we live. You're gonna trigger a weakness policy. That doesn't matter because Zacian is faster. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, so that... I should have invested more in speed. Too many, yeah, I should... That was my bad. I think being able to outspeed Zacian at +1 is an important benchmark to hit, and it's definitely something I did not hit. So that's my bad, but yeah, otherwise... What? The correct play would have been to protect... Because then, we didn't even get the burn on Sacred Fire, so we could have... Yeah, I don't know. Definitely unfortunate, but let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. Alright, last battle of the day, and it is Reshiram Calyrex Ice. So this is the really sort of common archetype that's been going around. So it is Reshiram Calyrex Ice with Mimikyu. We have Porygon 2, Regieleki, and Incineroar. So Indeedee feels great here. Being able to redirect those Shadow Sneaks and stop Mimikyu from setting up is great. Ho-oh is also good here. It does have to worry a little bit about Incineroar, but I think it's worth it. Eternatus has to be wary of Calyrex Ice, but other than that, has a favorable matchup into a lot of this team. And then let's bring Whimsicott. The thought process with Whimsicott really is we do want something with a Focus Sash for Calyrex Ice to either slow it down or prevent it from setting up a second, or not. We want to slow it down or stop it a turn from getting +1 with Chilling Knight. That's the words that I'm trying to say. We are going to see Mimikyu Calyrex. So that is fine with me. We should see a Protect. We're probably going to see a Protect followed by a Trick Room. So Mimikyu going to go for the Trick Room here. We can go for the redirection and at least try and burn. Let's go for the Follow Me and go for the Sacred Fire into... Let's go into Calyrex. You don't have redirection. So, yeah, we are going to see the obvious Protect here. I think that that's fine because of the fact that we can go for a Helping Hand boosted Max Flare to stop Mimikyu from setting up Trick Room. I mean, not from setting up Trick Room, from talking the policy. So, yeah, we're going to see the obvious Trick Room. I think that's fine. We are going to take a little bit of a gamble here and go for a Helping Hand onto Ho-oh with a Sacred Fire onto the a Max Flare onto the Calyrex. We're going to see Mimikyu withdraw. This should be into Incin. Yep, we are going to see Incin come out here. Smart. There's nothing really else to say. We need to hope that... Oh, you're not... Oh, yeah, you're not maxing. You have Glacial Lance. You don't care. If Indeedee lives, we can go for... We need it to be a 3-hit KO, which it's not going to be. Because what I was going to say then is we can go for that to slow down, or to stop the Parting Shot, as we're going to see that... Oh, I mean, we are Helping Hand boosted Max Flare into a non-Dynamax Pokemon. Indeed. Takes so much damage. Max Flare going to come out here. This should KO. Ho-oh is like genuinely terrible. We're gonna see the Glacial Lance come out. Oh my goodness. Please say you Parting Shotted. Please say you Parting Shotted. Perfect. Okay, Parting Shot is fine. We can get rid of Calyrex. I mean, we should be able to get rid of Calyrex. This is in the sun. It's Mimikyu in the back. It should be Eternatus as well. Yeah, we are going to see Mimikyu come out here. Mimikyu is fine. You are going to have a free switch into Incin. Okay, thank goodness. I was worried. Free switch into Incin, which is fine with me. We also have Terrain Up. Oh, we have Terrain Up. Aha. Aha. Ho, ho. Ho-oh isn't really doing anything here, so I would like to... I'm gonna go for a Dynamax Cannon onto Incin. I'm gonna Quake the Mimikyu. I don't necessarily think it's relevant, but I don't think we're going to get it off. We should see a throat chop. Okay, that's fine. Into Eternatus. Oh, wow, that did too much for a lack of better words. Is this like an offensive Ensign? It could be. I really wish now I had targeted down the Ensign, but here we are. We're going to break Disguise, which is nice. We don't have a weakness policy triggered, so we're just like at -3, which is fun. Dynamax Cannon going to come out here. This should hopefully do a decent chunk into Ensign. I'll take it. I'll take it. Over half. Eject button. Okay, it is eject button whim, or eject button Ensign. So you have to bring out Eternatus here. I mean, not Eternatus, Reshiram here. Or it's Regieleki. Interesting. No Reshiram, which is fine by me. There's one turn of Trick Room left. I just want to Dynamax Cannon this slot and go for a Sacred Fire and a Mimikyu. Right, we're going to see Regieleki Protect. That's fine. We should see a KO onto Ho-oh. Ho-oh should go down. Yeah, Ho-oh's going to go down here. The issue now is if Regieleki has Focus Sash. Weirdness is gone. We do have access to Wimmy, though, so we can set up a Tailwind and fire off a cannon into the Eleki. The other fear is if you... I mean, we're going to... Okay, so... Yeah, we can Dynamax Cannon here and go for a Tailwind. So my fear was like, what if you just set up Trick Room, but like we're going to be faster anyway, so it doesn't actually matter in that regard. You could do that, right? You could... well, no, because... we're going to see... Okay, so we're going to see Max... That looks like a Eleki, which is... fine. We do potentially have to play this endgame with Whimsicott, which is like a potential. It is a potential reality. We are gonna fire off the Tailwind, fire off the cannon into this Regieleki. If you're Magnet, that's great. I expect you to be Focus Sash, because I don't really see where else that would be on this team. Yeah, that is unfortunately a Focus Sash. What I probably could have done, Max Lightning comes out into Eternatus. We might take it. Yeah, okay, we're going to take that very well. So we still have a game. Mimikyu is going to go for... what? A... Let's go for a Protect here, as well as a Moonblast into the Eleki. I need you to double up into Eternatus, so we can KO... Let's see, we're going to see Shadow Sneak. Is this a Mimic? Did you call my Protect? Max Lightning going to come out into Eternatus. Eternatus should live. Perfect. We're going to get the Moonblast off, so we are going to KO Regieleki, which is good. You have broken the Sash on Mimikyu, so a little tricky there. We can... Let's think about this. Wimmy does do a lot of damage, and Ensign is low. We should see just a straight Throat Chop. Okay, so I expect a Throat Chop into Eternatus and Shadow Sneak into Mimikyu. So I need a double Protect here. I need to double Protect, and I need to get the Moonblast KO onto Ensign. Right? Because you expect me to go for an attack. So we have to play this out. We have a 30% chance. We've missed the last couple. So this would be really cool to get it. No, we don't. Sad. Shadow Sneak going to come out into Eternatus. Oh yeah, and yeah, now you just straight Flare Blitz into Whimsicott for the knockout. So a little bit unfortunate. The thing that I've learned the thing that I've learned the most from playing this team is Ho-oh is terrible. As much as I love Ho-oh, it's just not good, which is a shame, but it is life. I've had some fun with it for sure, but I don't really recommend using it for anyone unless you love Ho-oh like I do. Um, yeah, just missing out on the KO onto Calyrex being slower than Zacian, which is my fault, but I'm going to still blame it on Ho-oh. Just, yeah, too many things about Eternatus, or about Ho-oh that just make it not that strong. But it was fun. It was cool to use the team. We'll find some fun stuff for next time. And yeah, with that, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.